Hey, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Greg Wilson, and I am delighted to welcome you to today's installment of Cup of Job. I pray that all of you feel the abundant blessings of our Lord as we gather here. Uh, and though my message today is brief, I certainly hope that it will be meaningful and stir your hearts with thoughtful reflection. So I want to begin by asking you one simple question. Have you ever taken a moment to truly consider the path you're walking in life? In a world filled with constant noise and turmoil, it's no wonder that many feel adrift, searching for purpose and peace. But, friends, living in a world full of distractions is no justification for neglecting a deep personal relationship with Christ. Instead, it serves as a reminder of how our thinking as imperfect and fallen beings can be misaligned with God's truth. There is a profound difference between living for the world and living for Christ. Choosing a lifestyle of worldliness is just that, a choice, but choosing to follow Christ is responding to a sacred calling. The Bible provides a clear picture of what worldliness entails. In 1 John 2:16 through 17, we read, "For all that is in the world, the desires of the flesh and the desires of the eyes and the pride of life is not from the Father, but is from the world. And the world is passing away along with its desires, but whoever does the will of God abides forever." Simply put, worldliness is living for our own desires, seeking fulfillment in material things, accolades, or approval of others. And if your joy and worth are tied to possessions or recognition, that is worldliness. And I'll be honest with you, I too have struggles in this area. Lately I found myself wrestling with feelings of underappreciation at work, at church, just kind of things in general, really. And it's natural to want our hard work acknowledged. But when that desire becomes a source of frustration and stress, it's time to pause and reflect. Am I serving for the right reasons? Am I seeking God's glory or my own? Living for Christ requires a different mindset. In Philippians 1:19 through 26, the Apostle Paul exemplifies what it means to dedicate one's life to Christ, trusting in his divine plan even when the outcome is uncertain. Unlike the world's way of weighing risks and rewards, like investing in stocks only when we are sure of the return, following Christ means placing our trust in Him now, confident that our ultimate reward lies in the eternal home He has prepared for us. This journey isn't without trials, but we know that through faith in Him, we have hope and assurance. Christ invites us to place our trust in Him fully. Even when we cannot see the full picture, worldly pursuits, in contrast, however, revolve around what we can control or abandon when things don't go our way. But Jesus calls us to a deep, unwavering commitment. As believers, we will have things of this world, but they shouldn't captivate our hearts. Our joy should not come from having the latest car or the biggest house, but from a relationship with Christ. Ask yourself, is my heart constantly longing for more? Do I feel that last year's blessings or possessions aren't enough? If the answer is yes, it may be time to realign your heart with God's purpose. Jesus reminds us in Matthew 6:19 through 21, do not lay up for yourselves treasures on earth where moth and rust destroy and where thieves break in and steal, but lay up for yourselves treasure in heaven where neither moth nor rust destroys and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will also be. God calls us to trust in His timing and His plans, even when we don't see the full picture. Think about it. How many would invest in something without full knowledge of the outcome? Yet, that is what God asks of us, to have faith in His wisdom and love, knowing He will lead us to a place of true fulfillment and eternal joy. So let's commit today to laying our treasures in heaven where our true joy and hope are found. God bless.